Hello, welcome to my channel, y'all. So today I just want to bring you guys in on my creative world and show you what I'm going through right now. I'm organizing my desk. I find that I need to keep a clear workspace often to keep inspired so I can create all the things. So right now I'm just organizing my space, moving things around, and honestly, y'all, I'm having a hard time organizing my wire. If anybody has any suggestions, I would gladly, see what you guys got going on in the comments. Let me know how you guys are organizing your wires, if you're also into jewelry making and things like that. So yeah, I find like when I'm messing around with wire, like it always like springs out of place, and I just find it difficult to wind back together. So yeah, just share some tips, y'all. So I've been on my creative journey for a while now. I've started my own business, and this year is the third year of me running my business, and my journey has been great so far. I had been able to develop some confidence in myself. Definitely a ex-people pleaser and social anxiety person. I find that being a business owner definitely helps me to tackle some of my own issues. But with that, I've learned so much, in running a business, and I've also made a lot of pivots and changes as well. I'm also a henna artist, and I've added homemade jewelry to help increase sales throughout the year, because I was having a problem with, only getting clientele during the hot summer months. So like I had to develop a strategy to get sales all throughout the year. So with that, I find that opening an online shop and selling some of my jewelry items would help in all of that. So one of my other struggles that I've had is organizing my beads. I've organized in these little trays right here by color, but I find myself not interested in putting any of my beads back. Like this, it just took me a long time to reorganize my beads, because I find I pull a lot of things out, and I pick and choose what I want to use depending on my vibe. And, I change my ideas, but then I am left with this giant mess of beads, and it's so annoying to put them all back. But I'm just picking out some of the beads that I know where they go, and it's easy. But everything else, you can see that, I create my own bead soup, and it kind of is my creative trash bin. So I'm picking out what I want, and then everything else is going into the bead soup, because I can't deal. And y'all, my desk gets like this every single time I create. I don't know, I love creating within chaos. And here's the bead soup that I was talking about. Yeah, so everything's going in there because I don't got time. But every time I clean my desk, I get so inspired to create again. So yeah, I'm just doing some sanitation right here, and just wiping some surfaces down, trying to keep a clean space. Can we also talk about having a supportive partner while running a business? I love my man so much. He supports all my antics.
No! No! No!
He's so sweet because every day beads fall on the floor and like he be stepping on them and picking them up for me, and he helps me out with markets and all that thing. And I'm just so thankful. So here's my clean desk. I'm so inspired right now. I can't wait to start creating and mess it all up again. And I have to organize some of my jewelry pieces here. Right now I'm organizing the earrings, trying to set them up. I need to work on how when I make things, like how am I storing it for sale, you know? So I need to work on the actual jewelry storage, because like, as you can see from that rack in the back, it's entirely full and I need more space. I'm in an apartment and I don't have my home studio anymore, like a separate room to take over and have all my craft things. So I'm working on a small corner in my dining room space. And I've been managing, but I really want to expand because I have so many craft supplies. Like, I'm into jewelry, I'm into henna, I'm into crochet, I'm into like general traditional art. So I have so much stuff and I go back and forth between all my little hobbies. So that's one thing I really want to work on. So here's some of my jewelry. And right now I'm doing some planning for the business. I have a couple markets coming up, and at the time where this is filmed, I'm working on my out-of-state market, BlurredCon, which is an anime convention ran by Black folks in Virginia, and it's a really nice experience. I went a couple times as an attendee, and this year is my first year as a vendor, so I'm doing some planning and making sure I'm keeping stock of everything. As a business owner, like, it's so much more than your craft, right? You have to also be like an admin, a photographer, a secretary, all these other roles. And because I'm an organized person and I enjoy planning, this part of the business is not so overwhelming. What I do find overwhelming is trying to keep consistent with, obviously, social media. I think that's every content creator's worry and creative's worry is, you know, how am I going to film this in a realistic manner that works for my life? So it's all balance for real. And I think with my journey of leaving my 9-to-5, I'm trying to establish a routine that better works for me and my creative self. And that's another thing. You'll see in the next video more details about my 9-to-5 woes. Words are hard. Okay, so now I'm just getting ready to do my own jagua here. Jagua is similar to henna, but jagua is more of a gel that leaves like a dark bluish stain. It's not black, but it appears black, you know, on melanated skin. And I really like how it looks like an ink tattoo. That's why it's one of my favorites. My favorite out of the two. So I'm just doing a simple design right here, trying to get back into swing. I haven't done my henna in a very long time. I love getting my jagua done. Well, jagua henna, I use those terms interchangeably, depending on. But yeah, I do like to adorn myself with body art from time to time. I love it. It's just part of my self-care routine at this point. So So the design came out super cute. I can't wait for it to dry and to see the next day's stain. It's gonna be so cute. I just want to say, y'all, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.